Hi, Jacob, Joshua, and Zara Kovaleski Brooks. I am making this preparation for natural disasters and kind of like nuclear war, and that's what we have to prepare for. So I've been doing my own preparation and storage at home, just like preservatives and plants and water. So if you're stuck, try to be a minimalist because, well, you don't have to have a car to get away. You just have to have a plan and a location, and you need to study everything out. So in case of a flood, I've got my fold-up boat underneath with the paddle, and then I've got the pump that goes to it. So that's taken care of. Then I've got binoculars and a compass, so I know where I'm going. You can take dried food from food preservation and stick it in your bag. In my time of camping and isolation, I thought that the bucket was good if I just really need to go toilet and for washing anything. Then you've got the plastic bag. It is for washing and carrying things. My time, I think clogs were really good for walking in nature, and then having like shoes or like hiking shoes if you're going, wear appropriate kind of clothes for the like snow, water, whatever, but just study up what you're doing and where you're going, especially if you're going boating, and the location, and learn how to read like the weather and all that. You can download that on your app. And so if you need like binoculars or information, just make sure that no one's going to scam you. And you usually can tell on the apps if there's ads on there, because sometimes people can scam you when you do the phone app. So I usually don't like to use the computer. I just like to study everything out. So take maps and locations for natural disasters, and that is for radiation or antibiotics if you need that, iodine. So you've got self-contamination materials that are really small to carry. You can make your own gas masks. If you can't afford to buy one, just put your information like on a chip in your phone, because you can't carry everything around. Documents. Insurance is good, but sometimes insurance companies don't pay out if the whole nation is like being wiped out. So you have to be realistic and know how to have skills to have a barter and exchange process, and also have friends. If you're going to get away on a boat, make sure you've got a crew with you, or learn how to try to help others, but concentrate on yourself first, because you can't help anyone if you're not able to help yourself. So these are the basics. So I had like the gun is okay, but you have to make sure you can fold it up and carry it around easy. A pocket knife is always good, or a proper knife. It's been really handy. Making sure you've got a flint knife, flint lighter, or you can use that for cooking. Clogs is always good for footwear. Again, I can't stress that enough. And when I'm going hiking, I always make sure I've got a stick, whether I'm healthy or not, and I can fold that one up. So water is important. You have to have skill to know what's around you in your environment so you can live off, and the location and your friendship circles, because you want to be with someone you can trust. I'm very fortunate because I have friends that I can trust, but I only access them if I need to. So there we go. You've got antibiotics in case anything happens, and fire. So there's a lot in my bags, but I did another YouTube clip, so you're going to have to look that one up on prepping. So a material is good. If you've got no clothes, which usually happens, you can just make wraparounds and like the islanders do. And yeah, just try and do as much water and storage as you can. I am a naturopath, so I usually do lots of reading and study. Um, and I've got a tent, so you can do everything with a tarp. You don't need a tent. And if you've got to blow up the boat, make sure you've got an air pump. It just makes things a bit easier. Usually a pocket knife is good to protect yourself with, because you still got to learn survival stuff, and you got to know who your friends are, and you got to only stick to those you can trust. And you can trust people. You just got to find the right friends and put your skills together. So that's your preparation, Jacob, Joshua, and Zaria. This is Mummy here. You and your friends can, try to get yourself together and have skills, and maybe I'll see you in Jackson County, Missouri one day. So I try and catch up with you before then, but that's the meeting point. I have a security badge that I used to work for security. I've got my green COA in New Zealand. So try and learn skills like army skills or Navy skills or whatever you can. Or me as a naturopath, I did a bit of nursing because I had to learn that, and pediatric work with the St. John's ambulance, because I had to study that in my exam to pass my NCQA for some things. I did aromatherapy and essential oils and native plants for medicines, but I have to say that having a tools, so you can make tools out. So if you take like axe that or a sword that you can fold up, you'll need that to make tools, like medical tools, if you need that to learn about surgery and things like that. So basically, just learn as much as you can to be self-reliant and independent, and be happy. Just keep your temper recommend. Thank you, and listen to the bishop.